27 and 28 between the Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. From our EA Sports family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. As we send things out to our commentators, the best in the biz, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick in the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. Of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota in his second NFL start.
Mike 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Slam.
Allen off the play fake. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Right there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Frank Gore, a veteran who sits third all-time in rush yards. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, Elliott.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check safety, check safety.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All right, here we go. Let's go. We're going to 53.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, he's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen, and he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 70 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check.
Gore again here on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Right there.
We'll look now at the starting 11 on defense for Dallas. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the #1 thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over.
Throwing now is Allen. Complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Quick, go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game.
Complete to Tyler Kroft. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephen Hauschka for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go, 46. Check, crunch, crunch. Crunch. 26.
Elliott. 4 yards the pickup, first down. For Zeke, one of the first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the edge. Mike's 49. Mike's 46.
Now Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go. Kill. Undercut. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. I got it.
On first down, it's Gore. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone?
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. But
fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position. Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
On third down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I'm here all day.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He's coming, double.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Morris. Morris fighting. He lost the football.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Bang, 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 bang. Whip. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Lorenzo Alexander on the stop. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Michael Gallup there to make the grab, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Allen to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 74 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Allen. He's got Gore. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete. It's Gore. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as they'll host the Washington Redskins. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. This, of course, the second of 3 games on this fine Thanksgiving Day. We had the Bears and Lions earlier, and after we're done here at Arlington, we shift east to Atlanta for the Saints and the Falcons' final game in the month of November. And a good one there with coverage at 8 Eastern time on EA Sports. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen, and able to find John Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Single receiver. Hey,
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Gore. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker. I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll try and run it with Gore. And he's not going to get in. It's a try for 2. Comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Morris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, and they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
It's easy work, and it's coming again. Mike's 49.
On second down now, it's Morris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same, and best could ultimately win it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Allen. This complete to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gore. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On first down, Morris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Pollard. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 47. Check 25. Mike 41.
On second down, Pollard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And Marr pulled it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this 4th quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hold, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
54. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Dak and the Cowboys down 29-28. A minute 4 on the clock. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. They'll run with Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from long, very long range. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.